today we've got a Ducati Supersport S, which we're going to put on the dyno, see what sort of power it makes as standard. Then what I'm going to do is basically install the full Akro race system, put the up map in it, and then give it another rev up on the dyno and see if we went forward in the horsepower department. So yeah, here we go. We'll pull its fairings off and put her up on the dyno. Firstly, we remove these side panels, these inner ducts, sorry. They come off pretty easy. Next we'll take off both the rear side panels. Okay, so we've got the rear end off. All the bolts are out of the side panels. We're about to remove those. And that's what's under the fairings. So a fair bit of stuff that we'll remove, like this exhaust valve servo motor. I'll show you the other side too. That's where your battery lives. there's the different power modes or riding modes. So the blue line is urban, the red line is touring, and the green line is sport. So touring and sport right at the peak power up here are very similar, and only slightly different through the mid-range right in the center there. If I bring up the torque curve, okay, it'll look the same. So basically sport mode is just a bit better through the middle, but similar up top to touring mode. But I think as you ride the bike in lower throttle openings, that's where you can feel the difference. Like they were all obviously done at full throttle, where when you ride the bike, say up to 3/4 throttle, then there'd probably be a bit of a difference in the feel of how fast that throttle opens up. Okay, let's fit the system. Here's all the parts out of the box. I opened up one of the Akro mufflers to show you. So they're pretty well straight through. I'll pull out all the bits and pieces, lay it all out, and we'll see what we're dealing with. So we're back on the bench, we've drained the fuel tank, we're going to remove it and see what's underneath it. So here's the instructions, about as thick as a phone book. Bolts, fasteners, clamps, headers, performance air filter, the up map so we can load the correct tune into it, and the mufflers. Right, fuel tank's off. That's where the air cleaner is, so we will replace that with the performance one. Just show you on the other side. Under the tank, fair bit of electronic stuff here. ECU, all your relays. So we've got the exhaust system off. A little bit tricky getting a few of the bolts out because they'd corroded in there. The heat shield on the rear header was stuck on there. But we're at the halfway point. So now we fitted the main muffler bracket. Put the headers on. The back header pipe's fitted now, and the midsection of the exhaust has been done as well. So now we'll fit the link pipes that go to the mufflers and mount the mufflers up to here. We've fitted the exhaust system, it's fully done. Just got to use our DDS to load the racing exhaust tune up into it, and then we'll put it on the dyno. So put the fuel back in, fire it up, let it do its first heat cycle just at idle, and then we'll rev her up, see what power it makes. Okay, so we've fitted the muffler kit and the full system. We've done the up map, we've refueled it, just about to turn the key on and hear what it sounds like for the first time. So once this is done, we've got to let it idle for 5 minutes so all the sensors reset. So that's the difference in the power. Made about 3 more horsepower up top, but if I click on the revs at about 7,000, you know, it's that 4 horsepower there, and the torque curve, definitely a lot more torque. A bit more earlier on, it's a lot more grunty as well. Another 4 foot-pounds of torque at 4,750. So we're the red line now, before it was a blue line.